World War I, often called the Great War, lasted from 28th July 1914 to 11th November 1918 and remains one of the most transformative and devastating conflicts in human history, beginning in the heart of Europe and reshaping the world in ways that endured for generations, setting the stage for the geopolitical realities of the 20th century. The war was rooted in long-term tensions, including rising nationalism, imperial ambitions, militarism, and a complex network of alliances where centuries-old rivalries, competitive economic and colonial disputes, and intricate diplomatic pacts created a fragile balance that was ready to shatter at any spark. The immediate trigger came on June 28, 1914, when Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary and his wife Sophie were assassinated in Sarajevo by a Bosnian Serb nationalist leading Austria-Hungary, backed by Germany, to issue an ultimatum to Serbia. And when Serbia could not fully comply, war was declared on July 28, 1914, escalating quickly as treaties and alliances drew Germany, Russia, France, and Britain into a full-scale European conflict. Germany's execution of the Schlieffen Plan to defeat France rapidly by invading neutral Belgium brought Great Britain into the war, and by the end of August 1914, almost the entire continent was engulfed in fighting. The war's early months saw swift movements and massive clashes along the Western Front, including the Battle of the Frontiers and the First Battle of the Marne, which halted German advances and forced both sides into trench warfare that would dominate for years. Soldiers endured harsh conditions, facing bullets, artillery, disease, and psychological strain, while the Eastern Front remained more fluid, with Russia confronting German and Austro-Hungarian forces across vast territories, though logistical weaknesses and internal turmoil hindered effectiveness. The war spread to the seas and colonies, with the British Royal Navy imposing blockades and Germany responding with submarine warfare, targeting Allied shipping, drawing neutral nations, including the United States, closer to the conflict. Technological innovations such as chemical weapons, tanks, airplanes, and submarines changed the nature of combat, making it industrial, mechanized, and far deadlier than any prior war. Millions of soldiers died, were wounded, or were permanently scarred, while civilians suffered from bombardments, displacement, and blockades, with estimates of military deaths around 8.5 million and millions more civilian casualties, marking it as one of the deadliest conflicts in history. Over 1915 to 1916, the conflict expanded into other theaters, including the Gallipoli campaign against the Ottoman Empire, which ended in failure and heavy losses, while political upheaval in Russia culminated in the 1917 revolutions, the abdication of Tsar Nicholas II, and eventually Russia's withdrawal via the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk. Meanwhile, unrestricted submarine warfare and attacks on ships, like the Lusitania, moved the United States to declare war on Germany in April 1917, providing the Allies with fresh troops, industrial power, and financial resources. By 1918, the Central Powers were strained by economic hardship, social unrest, and sustained Allied offensives, including the 100 Days Offensive, which finally broke German lines. Austria-Hungary disintegrated under nationalist uprisings, and Germany, facing shortages and domestic upheaval, collapsed, leading to the armistice on November 11, 1918. The Treaty of Versailles, 1919, imposed harsh penalties on Germany, redistributed territories, dismantled empires, and established the League of Nations in an attempt to prevent future conflicts, though it sowed seeds of political disillusionment and economic instability, setting the stage for World War II. The war ended 4 centuries of imperial dynasties, the Habsburgs, Romanovs, Hohenzollerns, and Ottomans, and brought profound social change across Europe. from women joining industrial workforces to revolutionary ideologies gaining momentum. World War I was not merely a military confrontation, but a watershed moment that reshaped political, social, and technological landscapes, demonstrating the dangers of unchecked militarism, fragile alliances, and total war, leaving enduring lessons about the human cost of conflict and the necessity of peace.